I reviewed the original Back 4 Blood back in October of last year, and I really enjoyed it. My major issue was with how the game felt on your controller, and I'm happy to say that with the right tweaks, it actually doesn't feel half bad nowadays. This is good as it's launching its first expansion, titled The Tunnels of Terror. It is now a good time to hop back in, either alone or with friends, and clear the lands of the Ridden. Let's bore down deep and see if this tunnel is one you should love. The star of the show here, of course, is the Tunnels of Terror expansion. The review code provided to us by the publisher was the deluxe edition, so I had access to this DLC right when it launched. I have seen some annoyance online that these new tunnel areas must be accessed from within the current mission layout, but I think personally it's a brilliant move. There are a lot of levels in Back 4 Blood, which means matchmaking is already stretched thin at times. Having these new areas be offshoots randomly distributed in existing levels means that it doesn't add extra stress onto that matchmaking system. Though I did primarily play solo for this review, and another improvement to the game from launch was immediately obvious to me in that the AI is pretty damned useful now, constantly handing me ammo, healing me, saving me from special ridden, and being laser-sighted death machines in the easier difficulties. Getting back to the expansion though. The Ridden Hives appear to be procedurally generated in what they can contain, including new warped variants on special Ridden, 3 skull totems that become a melee weapon and must be carried to the exit, tons of special loot, including an incredibly powerful legendary sniper that I fell in love with, and a dark, sometimes enormous, and truly terrifying set of 7 different areas to fight through. To enter a tunnel, you need to find its glowing pinkish purple butthole. This starts up a timer and ends your current mission, with you beginning an extra tunnel mission and getting to choose another card for your deck. A new mechanic here is holding the Interact key to remove webbing when you're inside these Ridden Hives, as the Ridden are able to run past this disgusting web of viscous fluids, but you can't. It will leave one of your team vulnerable, and thankfully the AI at least was real good at keeping me safe as I cleared our path. Outside of that, this DLC is mainly just an excuse to keep playing, and for me, that held up. There are no big story additions, just a new type of map with a few new takes on the familiar enemy types. To tackle these new Ridden Hives, you'll have access to 2 new cleaners, Charisse and Hang. Hang has a hatchet and is a team buff dedicated to supply items being able to multiply or not disappear when they're used. Charisse has a large axe, can take a real beating, and she can offer the team temporary health and usable armor pieces when shot off of armored Ridden. The voice acting on these 2 isn't annoying, which is a big benefit, as a few of the main cast are still damned unlikable. Coming alongside are a bevy of new skins, cards to try and customize your playstyle with, and a free edition for everyone, which is the No Hope difficulty setting for the most seasoned and powerfully set up cleaners out there. Another nice touch is that these Ridden Hives are available for everyone as long as at least one member of your party owns the DLC. There are also 7 new legendary weapons on hand, and boy did I really like that sniper rifle. I absolutely loved playing this game in a way I never could, and that's because I played 95% of my time with this expansion on PC. Back 4 Blood feels okay at best on a controller, but it feels amazing with a mouse and keyboard. Being crossplay and play anywhere on Xbox meant my digital deluxe version carried right over to the Windows Store along with my save. Hopping back and forth between console and PC was a breeze, with 0 issues, and this game can run well probably on a toaster. My average frame rate was well over 200 in my time playing, and while I think this DLC is absolutely worth it on an Xbox console, it goes from say a 7 to a 9 on PC. It feels that much better with a mouse for aiming. I really do hope that they keep working on improving the feel on a controller. Things like the FOV settings, along with tons of new options for just how your controller works, allowed me to get it from the always bad feeling of launch to something that was really close to feeling good. Wrapping things up though, the base title is available still on Game Pass for PC and console, and if either you or a friend purchased this DLC or already have access to it from a more expensive edition, then checking this one out is a no-brainer. Solo, it's pretty damned fun, but with a group, this is still one of the more enjoyable co-op shooters out there. Tunnels of Terror is a great first expansion with a lot of high-quality content, and it is well worth your time and money if the base game ever held your interest. As always, thank you so much for watching, and if you can like, comment, and subscribe, it really makes that YouTube algorithm happy. And you can visit us at patreon.com/XboxEra if you really want to help. And we'll see you next time.